Fuck.
Dick
Yes.
sausages.
Oh no, you definitely got on the one with that.
I love you guys. This is amazing. Anyway, so a bit of a recap since we were off last week. Last time on the Fallen Returns, you guys airdropped the fuck into the castle because that was a thing. It most certainly happened. There was a battle that's going on as the armies kind of clash and the city in front of the castle falls, and you guys went and ran into a Dremelech and threw down hardcore, which was yeah. There was a fight that ensued with Dremelech and her faithful hound, Good Boy. To which you guys fought and won, but it came at a cost, with Arendir dying in the battle, and at one point the Professor and Ryle also being down at death's door. But thankfully, you guys managed to pull it back through group effort, especially from our resident MVP cleric.
Oh god! Oh man!
How's your back?
You managed to bring Arendir back from the dead, who curled into a fetal position for a little bit, because totally warranted. Afterwards, you guys decided that y'all needed a break, and you realized you didn't have a Kit Kat on you, so you're like, fuck, gotta go run to the nearest bodega. So you guys rolled out the Normandy, went back up to the new open air corridor, which is apparently the newest thing, and decided to fly down to the brothel, to the Resistance headquarters, to see if you guys can catch some time to recover, because yeah, you guys just went toe to toe with Balamon's greatest general and won. So fuck yeah. So I think that's where we're gonna get started, is with you guys sort of gliding through.
Where are we going? Do we know where we're going?
You guys are heading towards
the brothel.
I'm directing us as we go.
Right.
Because I've been there before, as has Connor.
Yeah. I actually took the carpet there.
Yeah.
So just put the carpet on autopilot, and it takes us back.
Yep, you guys sort of start to go low, but from your vantage point as you're flying from the castle in, you can see the battle raging all around you. You all manage to catch an explosion as one of the automatons detonates, taking out a large contingency of demons. You watch as fireballs flare to life, as lightning bolts streak across the field. There is the screams of Hellspawn, the call. You can hear the battle cries of Talrenian warriors. You can hear the orders of Tocmelian war mages. You can see the mercenaries of Shar, the armies of Ducasis. You can see sort of this army that you've brought together. All around you in the sky, you see brilliant sparks of silver and gold as the dragons fly overhead, providing air support. As all this cacophonous war rages around you, you guys sort of duck down low, and the streets are empty save for the fighting that's starting to push closer and closer towards the castle gates. You guys sort of weave in and out of alleyways and empty roads as you head to the brothel, which has sustained some damage but still is in one piece, and you guys sort of land and one by one sort of get off the Normandy before someone rolls it up and sort of burst into the brothel, and it is quiet in here. There's still the riotous colors of jewel tones, of bright crimsons and deep violets and golds, and you see one of the entertainers just sort of looking at you wide-eyed, knowing who you are. immediately starts beckoning you to the back to start heading down to where the Resistance headquarters is. One by one, you guys follow him back as you descend down, and the headquarters is buzzing with activity, people shouting orders, running messages to and fro, though it doesn't seem that it's very well sort of, I would say stocked, but that's because my brain is fuzzy and words are hard. There's not a lot of people in here other than the people trying to keep the lines of communication open. As soon as you guys walk in, someone catches your eye, looks you guys up and down, and realizes y'all look like hell, and sort of motions you to a side room where you guys see a bunch of cots, a table with water on it, and a kind of motion, hand motion for food, and then point to you guys if do you guys want anything to eat?
Are there orange slices?
Oh, there's orange slices, there's cookies.
I need a cookie.
I basically just donated a lot of blood, so I need a lot of all that stuff.
Yeah, Arendir, you feel awful, and your chest still fucking hurts like a motherfucker.
Look at it this way, Arendir. You should have a sweet star from that.
I look at Talmar and I say, "Where are you sleeping tonight?"
I'm not going to you all of a sudden.
So you guys sort of walk in, and they nod, and they start bringing foods. There's meats and cheeses, there's some fruit there, there's some relatively fresh bread, and some honey and some butter, and they kind of look at you guys, and then walk back, and they sort of put a bottle of wine in the middle of the table, because you guys need it.
I mage hand the bottle and pour a glass for everyone. And then, like, slump into a chair. And start drinking the wine.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just like shoot it.
Same. Also, I'm taking alert, just so everybody knows.
Sweet.
Rad. I also
Excellent.
took alert.
I sort of just raise my glass and salute to the whole table and just down the fucker.
Well,
So-
everyone. What was the plan again?
Now,
Dremelick
here's a
is-
question to my
Dremelick.
friends. Does anyone know how to make it so I can add my initiative bonus?
So
It's in
you'll
your
go to
go-to-
sheets,
Yeah.
The gear wheel?
the gear wheel, and then it'll be an initiative bonus.
Right underneath
Oh,
bonuses.
Got it.
Yep.
Thank you, lovers.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
That was a strange question, Corin, but I'm glad we figured it out.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get all meta on you guys.
Sometimes it happens. This
What's
wine
our
does
plan?
funny things to you.
What do we do next? We kill the Dremelac.
We obviously, the next thing...
There's more people that want us dead.
Well, I mean, we killed a Gemelec, but,
There's Alan still, right?
Dallin should be the next target. We can take out the rest of the army that way. Force the Moriel to pull herself away from whatever ritual she's doing to control the demons, because once they lose the undead, we'll be able to push.
and that shadow bastard was watching.
What? Did we know that? I mean, I know you saw that, but I don't remember if you told us that.
Not really, no, not in character. I was
Okay.
just like, we're getting the fuck out now.
Right. So yes, Arendir is like, what?
Ball Bearings likes to watch, eh?
Yes. Yeah, no, after we got you, back, alive, and,
Why didn't he
was
help?
looking around and he was there in the
Drama
corner.
tech.
There were shadows, and then there weren't shadows.
Maybe
That's
the
weird.
demons aren't as united as we think they are.
Well, he ran the first time. They see them starting. They see their forces starting to crumble. So of course he's gonna pick and choose his fights. With the Dremelic dead, even with us in a weakened state, we probably still could have taken him.
You know, I thought about it on the flight back. I could have probably cast Force Cage and held the bastard, but
Oh my god. I have a feeling like he might have been able to done some bullshit magic thing to stop you from succeeding.
he might have.
That's the tech.
Don't beat yourself up too much.
Kind of wish I would have tried though, but with Evandir and all of us and the professor, and you know, I hit the floor a couple of times. Not so fun.
I was close.
The thing with Bolbeth is we know a person who is as opportunistic as him, we know that gives us the advantage.
Yeah.
He does not want to lose, and he has avoided losing at all costs. He just watched us take down a Dremelek. At the least, he might give us a second pause. I don't know. I can't think of the term, but you know what I mean. A moment's
It's okay.
pause.
We just got out of a really fucking terrible battle, so I barely know what any words are.
I am absent-mindedly mage handing anyone whose glass is like empty. I'm just always like constantly keeping it full while I'm talking.
I'm just scritching Keegan.
I do believe I believe Connor, or I'm with Connor on that Alan needs to go, but we need to know where he is.
He's our next target, yeah. I mean, he's the next one who has an army. Without the leaders of their two armies,
And I assume this, as I like wiggle my finger around, gesturing to the war, should get someone's attention. Start bringing the snakes out of their holes.
right?
You think? I don't know. Some of those snakes are very good at staying in their holes and hiding.
Guess we have to smoke them out then.
Yeah. I was trying not to do that with that, but you know,
Would
I
the
could
resistance
try-
have any?
Royale is just gonna come out that way anyway.
I can try something. See if I can locate him.
Okay, that was gonna say
I don't-
resistance have any.
I don't know if it'll work.
Do you have enough spells left for that?
It's not really a spell. It's more like hey Pelor,
Oh,
do you help?
yeah.
Kind of thing.
Okay.
So we'll see. I'm gonna try and do divine intervention, see if I can glean where Valara's location is. I mean, I could also try to scry him, but I'm scared to do that. Professor, do you think you could protect me if I tried to scry
I
on
could try.
Valara? If this doesn't work, then we can do that.
We could try both communing with our gods, because I can ask Bahamut questions. You can divine intervention. Neither of those
Yeah.
work.
If it doesn't work, then we can try scrying.
I don't know if it would help, Corin, but I can always cast protection from good and evil on you.
That probably would help, to be honest. Alright, let's try it. Hadouken!
Alright. So
I used the one from my instrument.
Nope.
Wow, 3
Well, that's
off.
gone for that is now gone for 7 days.
Is that how that works?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You no longer have divine
Has
intervention.
it been 7 days since the last time I used it? Yeah, it definitely
Yes.
has. Yeah, it
But
definitely
I guess you guys are waiting a week to fight Demorial then?
What do you mean?
Because you're not. Never mind.
Hmm.
Alright. So, yeah, no, you start to pray to Palor for any kind of sign, and you get nothing. There's not even a little tingle of warmth that you normally get when you forge a connection with your god. Tamar, you sort of go to a knee and sort of press your forehead to the hilt of your blade and reach out a sort of divine connection to Bahamut, which you hear someone's during a fucking raid. This better be good.
Stay down the fire! Good!
I'm no longer healing fucking the DPS that jump over the fucking tank. It was your fucking fault, you die, you fucking pricks. Anyway. Shit.
You're muted, Kyle.
Oh shit, I'm on push to talk for some reason.
What do you mean for some reason? You were playing Battlefield earlier.
Oh, that'll do it.
Aha! How's that?
Better.
Okay, shit, I need 3 yes or no questions now. I didn't want to cast it, I wanted to ask first.
That's what you're gonna ask. You get...
I wanted to think of the questions before I asked it. Shit,
Yeah.
that's why I hit info, not cast.
Huh?
I hit info, not cast.
Oh, are you not casting it?
Not yet. I wanted to brainstorm the questions before I heard after it.
Okay, so what are you guys doing while brainstorming is apparently going on?
You got any
yes.
ideas? Because we got these are yes or no questions. I'm thinking just asking, like, is he in this castle?
Yeah, if he's in the castle or if he's in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works
Well,
for
I
me.
mean, it's a yes or no.
Or maybe being broader, like he's within 50 miles of the city. Or because we know there are tunnels and stuff, right? What I worry about is Valar coming through the tunnels with the fuck ton of fucking undead and zombies and shit.
Can I, while they're pondering questions, can I find one of the like military minds and ask them where they've seen large amounts of undead?
Yeah, you managed to find one of the more high-ranking people in the Resistance. You see this fairly tall, bulky gentleman in mismatched armor. Seems to be hodgepodge from whatever you can grab. He kind of looks at you. I'm assuming you're casting, like, tongues.
Oh, yes.
And he...
Because I forgot I can't speak to them. Yes, I'm casting tongues.
Towards the eastern side of the castle, which is where you guys know where the fun slide is.
Yay!
Apparently, for a little bit, there was some fun little creations that were using the slide to exit the castle and try to flank some of the forces that were trying to take down that wall. And describes that they have sort of bodies that have been stitched together, except
Oh, good.
they're not dead.
Mhm.
That these are living people that have been seamlessly sort of forced together. They aren't of their own mind, but they do seem to feel pain. And they have noticed when they are attacked, sometimes they regain themselves. It's been absolutely horrifying to fight. There's a lot of skeletons and zombies and whatnot, and so it seems to be centered on the sort of eastern side, which sort of gels with what you guys have been up there, so if Lord Valar is making his lair there, it's hard to tell, but there has been someone walking the walls wearing pitch black robes with a hood up.
I mean, it's a good guess, but it could be anyone.
Well,
If he has new lackeys. He's never actually been personally involved most of the time. Or quickly runs away.
Like during the hollow.
Right.
Here's a thought I'm having. Twice now we've broken into the castle. This time, well, for the first time of having killed the hag and freed Tiri and Eowyn, the second time killing a Dremelech. I think Demorial will now know, and Valara also, and Belial, Balberyl, whatever. Fucking the people's names, the evil people, will know that we're trying to systematically take out their officers. I think maybe going after Valara right away might not be a good idea. What if they're all there at the same place? We can't take all three of them.
Demorial should be enwrapped with trying to release.
Yeah, Demorio won't leave,
Right.
but Baelemons.
Balberith and Valara, including whatever creatures he has, made, and probably also, from what we've gathered, possibly Gregor still, right? Was that a thing that we determined?
Didn't we watch him get reduced to dust?
You guys did watch him reduce to dust, but the information you have gained is that his soul has been tethered and bound as a sort of arcane battery for Valara to use.
Oh, lovely.
Fuck.
I think maybe we might want to consider fighting with the army or helping advance and then making a better plan. I just don't know if diving headlong into fighting the next boss is wise.
Well, then we help the army take the castle then.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I think might be smarter to do.
And perhaps that will drive a snake out of its hole.
Correct.
If there is one here.
But the castle is the access to Baelemon.
Well, we can find out if he's here, or if any of them are here, right now. If we can just figure out how to word the questions correctly, but...
So I think with questions we can totally ask. I've got one. Are Valara and Balberith working in tandem?
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
I like the
It's okay.
asking if they are within like a certain miles of the city or if they are in the city.
I think maybe, yeah, actually if they're in the city, yeah, that might be the best one.
Because I mean, if we ask if they're in the city, if they're not, if they're right, like even right outside the city, then the answer will be no.
Right.
So I mean, I know, yeah, this spell, it's a fucking bitch.
Maybe
trying
we
to
should
get
ask, are they
God's answer.
directing their troops in the battle directly?
That still doesn't tell us where they are, though.
But at that point we have at least some
Thing with
battle.
this is it's all about wording. I actually like the radius idea.
Radius. Yeah, radius might be working.
We could do like, are they within 50 miles of the city? And then the third one could be like, are they leading armies?
Yes. I like those.
Do we want to save a question for something else?
Like what?
Like,
Like the seal on Baelemon.
oh shit.
Oh shit, yeah.
I hadn't even started thinking that far yet.
Yeah.
Although I suppose
We need to
should.
know how much time we have, if we have time at all. Just an option.
No, maybe we should ask, is the seal currently breaking?
How strong is the seal? Something I don't. I think we
You
should.
have to word it.
We could probably say,
I-
is Demorio close to breaking the seal?
Ooh. That might work.
That's close to is awful vague, though.
Yeah.
That might be all we can ask.
mean-
More maybe.
What percentage of the shield remains?
It has to be yes or no.
Yes.
I know.
Very-
Is
Is
50% of
Memorial
the shield...
within?
Is the shield less than 50%? Yes or no?
Y or N?
Yeah. Is Demorial within 24 hours of breaking the shield or the seal?
Well, at least that would give us a day. We just need.
We
I'm
could
thinking
do
for the. I'm thinking the
12
long
hours or 8
game.
hours.
That's all. Just the long game.
No, you're right. I think if we're okay, so if we follow the army and like try to like secure the city and make sure that we have a nice foothold, and then maybe drive a snake out like you guys said, we'll still have to rest tonight we'll have to rest probably another night. I'd say we probably have like 5-6 days left of this.
Maybe we should actually just within a week.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It narrows down the time that we would know. But I'm afraid that if it's like, 24 hours, no, but 25 hours, you know?
Yes.
Right.
Right.
But a week lets us know exactly how urgent we need to be.
Because if she is within a week, then we probably have to try and stop her now. But I like that. Is we shoot within a week of breaking the seal on Balamon.
Are we all agreed?
I'm good with it.
Yes.
Works for me.
All right, Telmar, do your thing.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead.
I
and
smack him on the ass.
Alright.
God damn it, Andrew.
Can Kyle's next character like have one job? Like his backstory is he's only ever had one job.
Well, he was a janitor in his first life.
Scruffy's on break.
Scruffy's on break. Scruffy's dying the way he lived.
Alright. So,
Yep.
Jesus Christ. That was
Best show ever.
Yes.
Jesus! Did you put your new aura in?
Yeah, it's 30 feet, man.
30 feet.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Did you just look at his token? It was suddenly all over the place.
Also,
Yeah.
you guys can't be feared in that radius either.
You know what? I'm banning paladins.
That's totally fair.
Don't tell Ash that.
How does
See,
it
I-
put that?
You're just lucky that aura doesn't give everyone protection against good and evil in that aura. Because I have permanently under the effects of it.
Okay.
Oh, that's
so,
good to know.
Oh my god, Charles.
Tell my wife hello.
So you go down to one knee, press your forehead to the hilt of your sword, and you forge a connection with Bahamut, and you feel sort of platinum light envelop you, and you feel as if these large dragon wings are enfolding you. Ask your questions.
Okay. Are Valara and Balberith working together?
No.
Are they within 50 miles of this city?
Yes.
Is Demorial within 1 week of breaking the seal on Balamon?
Unclear.
But he doesn't know.
Fuck.
Thanks, Mommy. Go back to raiding.
Remember, kids, leave Baja Blast on the altar. High or low?
Hi.
You know, fucking personals. I'm using the DM dice Christina bought me at PAX. And the first time I use the percentile dice, I roll a straight 50.
Hi goes to the player.
Well, if those aren't goddamn DM dice.
Ties go to the defender.
To the player.
That's old Coda stuff.
Oh.
Okay, so you feel Bahamut's presence sort of leave you, and it's almost exhausting a little bit, having this force of pressure upon you. And yeah, you've gotten your answers. Balberith does not seem to be working with Valara, which, knowing what you know of Balberings, seems to be his MO. He seems to be loosely working for Demorial, and that's it.
But not really.
But not really.
Really
He
up to
does.
himself, yeah.
He seems to be now poking and prodding to see what he can get. They both seem to be within 50 miles of the city, and it is unsure exactly how much time is left before she breaks through to Balamon's tomb.
I'll relay that to the group.
in the... Never mind. You guys haven't learned that yet, so I'm sorry. I shouldn't DM when I'm tired. I get overslept. So yeah.
I don't know.
So what do you guys want to do now? Arendir is currently passed the fuck out.
I'm starting to drift off in my seat.
Alex is starting to drift off.
Maybe we should try to contact.
I think we should try to contact the army.
Yeah, Battleforge or Furiel or somebody.
At the very least, we can find out how it's going, and if it's going badly, we might be able to help.
I have some spells, but I'm not great.
I mean, I
I
have some,
could
but
maybe
I,
do
I,
some like far long range stuff.
I don't have any scrying, unfortunately.
I could drop a 7th level spell. Probably drop like a firestorm if they needed it.
I mean, I've got some higher levels. I was just sort of hanging on to them in case more people, hit the floor.
I am mostly tapped out as I'm mage handing and filling the glass that Arendir is holding while he's sleeping.
I'd take it and drink it.
I don't think he'll let you.
Oh, the one
I
that
tried
I
to.
No, I already had
It's
it.
like a vice grip on it.
Yeah, the one that Arendir was holding is already in my glass and on the table, actually.
Rael beat you to it.
When did that happen? Oh,
You
I
gotta
see
read the
it.
chat, yo.
Look, you can't leave a sleeping Arendir without alcohol. I put a glass in his hands and I fill it with wine. Because he's going to wake up and he's going to need wine! You don't steal from Arendir's wine!
He was passed out. I didn't want him to drop it.
When
He
have you
wouldn't
ever seen him
appreciate-
pass out and drop liquor?
It's true.
Okay, you have a point.
I don't think Arendir could.
But I know he wouldn't appreciate it if it was spilled.
Yes, well, you know he sleep drinks. You have to keep him fueled.
Sleep drinking.
I put my glass in his hands and I go to bed. Because I need to sleep. I have no spells left.
Okay, so the professor is now joining Arendir and Alex in sleep.
We're in a safe place, right? I mean, because
You guys-
I thought we were basically past enemy lines, or is the army pushed past this portion of the city?
We're
You
in a
guys-
secret hideout.
Yeah, you guys are in Resistance headquarters. They've pretty much assured you that you guys are safe here. They're keeping watch and keeping things secure here so you guys can rest. Should something happen, they will alert you and get you the fuck out of here.
Okay, I'm only.
At least know if there's
That's
there.
that's exactly what I was.
Well,
I agree with Talmar, and then I take a piece of transcription paper and then hand it to Talmar to write it because I don't like doing that, and then I go to sleep.
Okay.
What do you
But
write,
here you
Talmar?
tell the person.
I write good, so don't worry about it.
So who are you writing?
Who would be in the battle but able maybe to answer?
Probably.
Aren't you gonna go and tell script Alex?
Okay. You're gonna write.
Was
to
she in
Alex.
the battle? Was she in the battle?
Yes, she
She's
is.
so sneaky. I never know where she is.
She's very
She's also
sneaky.
able to like teleport out of planes and stuff. She might be able to answer. Basically, I'm going to let her know what happened in the castle. That Adremelech is dead. The fact that Balbereth apparently watched just kill her did nothing. Can let her know that where we are, and also how the battle is going. Like how is the battle going? Are you winning? Are you losing? Do you need help? Or anything like that.
Okay.
And then draw a
Then, then you draw a
Damn
dick butt to seal it.
a dick butt to signify the section.
And you write, "May the dinkest of memes give you the greatest light in these dark times."
That's Bahamut's motto.
Order of the dank memes.
Yes. Born just in time to surf dank
Oh God.
My parents are home. Want to come over? BRB slang D.
So I killed a Gemelec, so that's pretty cool, right?
Who died? Oh my god.
Okay, so you guys find some rest. There is the sounds of battles, though dim, though every now and then you hear an explosion that sort of rocks everything. There's the rumble as someone casts some high-powered spells. It seems that even while you rest, that those things are gonna continue on, and you all sort of lay down for some fitful sleep. Some of you are plagued with nightmares, either of what's happened or what may happen, but you guys wake up 8 hours later, fully refreshed. Everyone's got their spell slots back, half their hit dice back. Anything that recharges on a long rest, recharges on a long rest. And you all wake up
Yay,
to the sounds of war closer than they were.
Question.
You,
Do I have the Pearl of Long Rest?
you do have the Pearl of Long Rest.
Is this? Yeah, that was what I was gonna ask. Do we recall any weirdness happening last night?
You guys, some
Do I
of you,
recall any angry tieflings?
some of you wake up and look around and wonder why the familiar surroundings of the Obsidian Edge are no longer around, and then you're like, that was weird. Some of you do remember tieflings questioning if you really are the heroes of this age, and that must be swell for, being backwater villagers or something like that.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say, like, did a tiefling basically tell me that I was just a peasant? I had a really weird dream last night.
Corona,
She liked
we're
me.
important. That's true. She did. What?
Yeah.
Connor,
There's
we
a
met
chest.
We met another one of you.
Yeah, there's a
Wait,
chest
what?
that can throw up alcohol. Wait, you were there
What
too?
are you
It wasn't a
on
dream.
about?
I'm gonna check to see if I have a hangover.
What the lot are you on
I have a
about?
hangover.
No, you guys don't have a hangover.
Yeah, because of the magic.
I don't-
of it.
Yeah.
Even okay.
I'm like not even surprised because I've literally been transported in my sleep.
Yes, you have.
Like, oh, that's just part of the course.
We were at the Obsidian Edge. Valentine
Oh, you
pulled
left
us
me.
there. I didn't do it. It was Valentine.
Yeah, if she did, she had her reasons.
I'm sure.
I think she had limited space.
I see.
And power. She's
Because there
kind of.
There were 4 of us and 4 of them.
Yes,
Yeah.
the pack spell was very hard to cast.
Damn it, I was legitimately dabbing you had to use the conduit of PAX to get there.
I'm
Oh,
pretty
Yes,
sure
peace like
there
that
was,
shall not be seen again, at least for.
there was a door kicking competition.
Goodness gracious.
You,
Yeah.
you gave a walking chest a Tom Bombadil, and then it spit it back up.
Yeah.
A what?
Yeah. It was.
That was
chest.
weird.
It was like a dog chest. His name was Chester.
Yeah. He also
It
had
could-
wine coolers.
It could produce alcohol on command, which guys.
I'm
send me back
surprised.
now.
I was
Forget
about
about
to
it.
say.
Wait,
I
wait.
commissioned
And you
one.
didn't find out where we could get one?
There were people there from a different age. Furiel's weird.
Oh yeah,
She
yeah, yeah.
Sent them on
They
a
said they
quest.
were-
They Fiona. They did Fiona. Is
Yeah.
their thing.
The island that disappeared.
That was their whole shtick, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a minute, the Legend of... No.
Yeah.
They said it was something about like a demi-plane of Fey bullshit.
I checked my pocket.
You find in your pocket a balled up telescription paper that, when you unfold it, seems to be a receipt for payment.
Well, I put it next to my daughter's doll. It's like right there. Okay.
Alice warned me about Fable shit, so I'm kind of glad I wasn't there all this.
Well, we were dealing with Fey. It was 25 years ago. Except it wasn't.
But it was
No,
also
it
now.
was. Yeah.
Time's weird.
I don't know.
My
It's
head
weird.
hurts.
mercy.
Wanna smoke
That's enough
copper?
for me.
It's like Snicket's battle cry.
My head hurts.
I got it.
David looked at me when they were talking about that. That was amazing.
So, do we want to meet up with Battleforge and everybody? And because I feel like it's probably, by the time we went to sleep, it was probably still daylight, right?
yeah,
So, is it like night now?
it's starting to head towards evening.
So, I feel like the battle is probably going to end up slowing down, and we can probably reconvene with our leaders and figure out what's exactly going on in the city, and then figure out our course of action from there.
I guess check and see if I got a response as well.
You've got nothing.
Shite.
Wow, that's
That's concerning.
Professor. Can you talk to Furiel?
I look for the stone. Furiel, are you there? Come in. Over.
You get nothing.
Fuck.
Furiel, over.
Oh, Professor, you forgot the pot.
That's just magical feedback. You don't have to do the part.
Can you though? Can you just please?
Oh my god.
You were asked-
We are trying to save the world and you... Oh, fine. Furiel, are you there? Over.
Now that you've said the magical words,
Thank you.
you don't get a response.
I am not getting a response.
I can't.
You just slayed the snake at Dustin.
I don't know what's so funny, everyone.
I'm saying that right now. I just listening to everyone laugh is making me laugh.
Delivery.
Yes, this happens in war, everyone. It's quite understandable that we can't stop laughing.
Fear giggles. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, I think
War
so.
gig.
the war giggles.
Amen.
So Connor, Corin, and Talmar, you watch as they sort of head to the outside. You guys sort of make your way through the brothel, which is still super quiet. And that's when you notice one of the large bay windows that had been tinted with color and painted with words has been completely blown out.
Goody.
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
There is glass on the floor, but from as you're coming up, you realize that they had reinforced everything that the downstairs was going to hold regardless of what happens. So you guys sort of push out, and you notice that there's some pretty gnarly damage that's been done. You can see telltale marks of ice damage. There seems to be some blackened stone. Fire has hit it. You can hear still the sort of the rage of war going on around you guys.
Where does it seem to be coming from?
All around you.
Like
It's-
in the city?
It does seem that they have finally started to push into the city proper.
So I'm gonna get on the Normandy and like fly up, like to survey what we're doing, what's going on.
I'll go with him.
If I can fit weight-wise, I'll go on too.
Yeah, the three.
I'm gonna consult with the generals to see if what they have for their latest lines of advancement. Why they
I'll
why
join
they
the professor.
scout.
I'll go with as well. See what we can find out.
Everyone
So-
just scatters around Arendir and he just stands there.
Aaron, you get on the Normandy with us. You have the best time.
No, Aaron, you had this moment like, am I really dead? Do they just not see me anymore?
Oh,
Yes,
no!
that's what happens. Yes, that's amazing.
So Arendir has an existential crisis without having to have stealth first. So Connor, Corin, and Talmar, you guys sort of fly up on the Normandy, and you sort of get up towards the top, and you watch as the battle seems to be still raging on. I need all three of you to roll perception for me.
Oh joy, that's a -2.
Perception.
That's a 5.
Where did my perception go? There it is.
Oh, jeez.
That's a 50.
Okay.
Fuckers.
Never forget.
That was the best clue of all time.
Really, it was.
So you guys watch. Corin, you're the first to catch it. The demons are severely disorganized.
They lost their leader.
It's seemingly Adremelech was the driving force for this army. That it was her mind, her strategy that was keeping them going. They're still fighting, and they're still, in some parts, it seems, some of the lieutenants who are, they're not of peer with the Adremelech, but smart enough, talented enough to keep their own little regiments going. But there are some points where the line has sort of broken and caved in, and you watch as your allied forces are sort of pushing them back. You guys, all of you can see that there are undead to the east,
Okay.
but there's a more concentration of them now in the west. And
Like, in the city or outside the city walls?
outside the city walls, and you can watch as these sort of skeleton creatures are skittering up over the walls to leap down at people. As you watch as they're sort of skitter.
How many of them are over there?
It's hard to tell. They're moving. It's sort of this undulating mass of rotting flesh and bones.
Which area looks like it needs the most help?
Probably the west. The east seems to be doing pretty okay. That's where most of it's been. The Telrenians have cleaned fucking house.
Well, that's not surprising.
That sounds about right.
And
Grab Talmar by the back of the armor and jerk his head over to the wall where there's a bunch of skeletons. I say, we need to get over there.
We need to kill some skeletons.
You guys hear an explosion as towards the eastern wall you see these sort of the Toknel war mages. There is a gigantic fireball that goes up.
Can I make anything out of the mages?
Roll perception again.
Oh, god damn it. I'm good at that.
More pylons.
Job's done.
So,
Job's done.
Okie dokie.
Kind of walk.
Back to work.
back to work.
Oh
Zug,
god,
zug.
memories.
Zug zug.
Okay, so you guys take a look and you can see that there are a contingency of Toknel mages there. It's hard to tell from this far away and the angle who's who, but you do see all of them generally are wearing the Imperial colors.
How are they doing?
Huh?
How are they doing?
They're doing pretty damn well. Most of the demons are falling back from them. It seems between Talren and Toknel, everything going okay. Shar is not. The Shar mercenaries are not holding as well.
Okay. We need to go reinforce the Sharmers.
You watch as there's another explosion towards the northwestern wall where a automaton detonates again. And with both your scores, you can see a familiar glint of gold as our Jenkinseer seems to be keeping close to the cast.
Do we see Fiorio or her children?
You do see a glint of a giant silver mask flying and breathing breath down upon the enemy.
Does she look wounded?
She, all the dragons look a little bit harried. They look like they've sustained some damage. It seems the demons have tried to target them to bring them down. Fioriel looks alright. Zena looks fine. Our Jenkinseer looks rough. It seems like he's been keeping pretty close to the castle, trying to keep the heat off of everyone. You don't see Yuvon, his son.
I want to get over to Jenkinseer. I want to heal him.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we should leave without telling everybody.
Well,
I
grab onto the earring.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's got a good voice?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, well, I can just use the earrings, but they're not in range. You can always shout.
You guys are in range for your earrings if you're trying to talk to your friends.
Yeah.
If you're trying to talk to our Jenkinseer, you know.
Shout over a battle.
Yeah, I talk into my earrings and ask the professor if he can send a message to our Jenkinseer to tell him to fly away from the castle and towards where we are so I can heal him, because he is looking rough. So I don't want to leave, or if they want to come with us to go closer so I can get close enough to heal him. 'Cause
Nope,
right now
it
I'm
seems
not.
that the western edge needs. Wait, was it the western edge or the eastern edge?
Yeah, so I think, I mean, what I think was going to, so, a little idea, so Connor dropped Connor off, Connor to start heading towards the west, so, because I could probably start shoring up some of those defenses a little bit.
Yeah, because
I'll
we were
go
talking
with-
to the general, so that I know that the west. I'm like, we'll meet you in the west.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Connor as well.
So Corrin can fly up and heal Jenkins real quick,
Yep.
Okay.
and then meet us back towards the west.
Okay. Aaron Deer, come with me.
Oh, Jenkins is towards the undead.
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Even better.
Even better.
I'd grab Aaron Deer and pull him onto the carpet. I'm not
No,
going
did you?
alone.
Oh god, they see me. And he pulls him out of the car.
Corn, you notice Aaron Deer is looking shell shocked.
I smack him.
Thank you.
Smack him across the face. And I say, "Don't lose your fucking head on me, you beautiful bastard."
Okay, sure. You see, there's a lot of undead things over there.
Yeah, we're
And
gonna go heal
I was one of them for a while yesterday. That was scary.
like a minute. You're fine. You act like you've never died before. Oh wait.
Wait,
I mean, who hasn't died for a minute? Wait.
have I died before, Corrin? God, tell me! And I horse collar his armor.
No, you haven't.
Okay, good. Woo.
Alright, so... Me and Telmar, like, you're gonna go to the city walls then? And then just... Alright.
Okay, so meanwhile, the others, you guys sort of get one of the commanders of the resistance. She is a towering figure at 6'3", in full plate mail with this giant tower shield nearby, and she has this wicked scar that goes from top of her left side of her forehead, crawling across her nose, down her cheek to her jaw, and she sort of looks at you and starts to give you the daily report so far. You get roughly what the others learned, that the demons are definitely in disarray after Dremelick died. The undead seem to be pushing mostly from the west. There has been reports of the figure in black sort of walking across the walls, mostly towards the west. The dragons have been helping a lot. But they mentioned something that the others have not gotten, which is, while you guys were resting, a large rolling shadow left the castle and sort of rolled over through the city and sort of over the battlefield for a bit. Nothing was damaged, no one's hurt, but apparently it spooked the fuck out of some people.
I sort of look to Alex Rael. Bolbera seems to be gauging his. My guess is he was gauging how the battle was going.
Probably.
And you say it just
reformulate his
you say it
plans.
left?
Yep, essentially it sort of rolled over and then faded away.
It didn't go in any particular direction, it just wasn't anymore.
Yep. It sort of rolled forward and then started disappearing into every crack and nook. Which they believe tracks as Balberic and what he likes to do.
Hmm.
He finds shadows to pour himself into to go somewhere else. He's big on watching.
Huh. Pulled himself into the ground. I wonder if
Yes.
perhaps he's underground. You all did say there were tunnels, right? I mean, I've been kind of away for a bit. I missed some of that.
Yeah. There are tunnels in and out of the city.
Where it's for shadow to hide, than where the sun doesn't shine.
I don't
I
think.
say we shove something up his.
I say we don't have time to worry about him right now. He has not made his. He's not made his play.
So we wait for him to make it.
Well, we can't fight 3 fronts. We have to deal with the West for now.
He just creeps me out.
He creeps me out as well. But we have that information. We know what he's done. We can assess that after. The dragons are wasting away, I fear. Well, they've been fighting all night.
Yeah, we gotta help them.
I say we meet up with the others.
Have the folks that we're talking to seen the other dragon? Or have they just seen the 3?
She's reloading Discord. Hold, please.
Okay.
Holding.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I can hear people now.
Yay!
Lovely!
Okay, so what are we doing?
Have the generals and whatnot that we're talking to, have they seen the 4th dragon?
Yes. The 4th dragon they've seen flying away towards where the wards are.
Okay.
But you don't know why.
We suspect it's to see how the strength of the ward is holding.
Probably good. Once that falls, it's gonna be a problem.
Just a little.
Alright. So, should we go kick some undead ass?
Yeah. We should get on. I want to get up on the walls at least. See if we can take care of that figure in black.
Yeah, I
let's-
think I know who that is. I'll get him.
Let's meet up with the rest.
Yes.
As soon as Arendir and I get within 60 feet of Old Man Jenkins, I'm gonna cast something.
Okay, so Corin and Arendir are on the Normandy heading up.
I touch Royale and Alex.
I was literally about to say I can cast fly on myself.
How long does it last?
An hour.
How is your fly better than my
Think.
fly?
Wait, no, let me look. Done. Where's the other damn book? Because I can cast it from my thing.
Instrument.
I
Instrument.
think it's still only.
It might be just 10 minutes.
I think it
No,
just
yeah, it's the regular one, sorry.
Then you at least only have to burn a level 2 spell then.
Yeah.
I will only. Yes, good. I take my hand off of Raya. Like, it's fine. I see your magic's not good enough. My magic's not good enough for you.
Oh,
And I
uh,
cast fly on Alex. Nope, we're leaving. It's fine.
Oh, look at Raz. He's
I'm-
snarky today. And I
gonna
fly after him.
fly on
Today.
myself, kick off from the ground, and give him a good gib slap on the back of the head as I catch up. I try at least.
Okay, so alright. So Alex and Ariel, Professor, are flying. Corin and Arendir on the Normandy. Talmar and Connor are
Oh, it's a movie. Get dumped, like they would dump us off on the wall before they.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll dump. Yeah.
We're just gonna start killing skeletons.
You guys start killing skeletons. If you're going to be killing skeletons, please roll for me some percentile die.
Percentile die.
Percentile die.
Whoa. Okay, cool. Oh shit.
Ah!
Oh
damn.
shit!
Did you roll 100?
Yeah.
Fuck!
Nice.
All right.
I thought I rolled good.
Damn!
You guys both rolled. This is gonna be some fucking Helm's Deep shit. Look at the fucking.
You guys are like elbow deep in bones.
Oh man. I'm
Welcome
jealous.
to the bone zone.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna go there, but you know.
I don't have much left in me other than sex jokes and puns.
I was gonna say, what? Like, there's nowhere to
Hands
go
in
right now.
innuendo,
We
I'm okay with
live.
that.
We live here,
That's true. It's true.
Mr. Bones Wild Ride.
This ride never ends.
All right, all right, all right.
All right.
Well, I mean, when you can cast healing spells, you probably can make it never end.
Okay. So Talmar and Connor, you guys are dropped off at the wall, and as soon as your boots hit the ground, you immediately start scything your way through these skeletons, just one after another, just wide swings, taking them down 2-3 at a time. You crush skulls under your boots, turning them to dust before grinding them into the ground as you shift and pivot, sort of cutting through this tide of undead. The rest of you are flying up. I need everyone who is in the air, please roll perception for me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that sucked.
Ooh.
Sorry, my chair's extra squeaky tonight.
Gross. Damn you, wisdom-based spells.
Well, that's a 19.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Check
Oh,
of all things.
You guys are ridiculous. You guys sort of are flying up over the wall. All of you can see this sort of waves of undead just spilling out from the western side of the castle, climbing over the wall to get at people, leaping off. You all see, even you, Professor, that there is a section of ground that starts to churn upwards, as if almost as something is swimming through the ground.
Great.
And you watch as this
Fuck.
giant construct of bones sort of punches through the ground and starts pulling at Char's mercenaries and trying to pull them under. And you watch as everyone sort of focuses their fire, and you see this automaton just start to break into a run, goes to tackle it, ending up jamming itself into the chest cavity of this thing and then detonating.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, nice.
So
Glad
meta.
we got them on our side. Damn.
And unfortunately, it does take out some of the mercenaries nearby, but the whole starts to fall in on itself now. You guys watch. You can actually see Talmar and Connor just cutting through these undead like they're nothing. You watch as bones are shattered and pieces just skitter across stone, and you watch as they fall 2, 3, 4 at a time. You watch as Connor just swings his maul into a half moon arc and takes out at least like 8 of them.
Fucking ridiculous.
Fucking awesome.
As they sort of cut their way closer towards the wall, giving a pathway for the allied forces to push further in. You guys can see from where you're at, towards the east, twin shinings of silver as Fioriel and her daughter are almost dancing around each other in the air as they provide cover for the mages of Taknel. You still do not see Yvonne, but you do see Arjun Kinsir.
Yeah, we're flying to as fast as the Normandy will take us.
Arendir, you're the first one to catch him. You also notice that there is blood just running right out of his maw. And he looks rough. And
Hold on,
as-
we're coming at 30 feet per turn.
as
We're
you
just
see-
like.
you guys are kind of like, yeah, like skimming along.
We're like,
And
Can I
that's-
shoot a
walk.
firebolt near him to see if it like gets his attention? Like,
Um, you can try as you do that, Arendir, with your ridiculous score of almost 30. You're quickly scanning to keep alert as to what's going on. You manage to see that standing in the shadow on the wall is a tall figure wearing black robes. And you watch as
on
a
what
hand-
wall? Western wall?
on the western wall, and you watch as an arm reaches up and points towards Arjun Kinsir.
Oh fuck, that's what
That's
he
not
thinks. Okay. So
And
I'm gonna shoot an arrow. If I see it when I see him raise that hand, I'm gonna draw an arrow and see if I can shoot faster. I don't know. If anything like that. Try and knock his aim off, maybe.
okay,
The way she said that.
It's gonna be
I mean, if I have a chance.
go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay. If it's like dramatically a second too late, that's fine too. So I didn't say it, so I can't say sharpshooter.
You can do sharpshooter.
But-
I'll let you do that.
Well, okay. I don't know if I want to. That's a 21 to hit with sharpshooter.
Okay, I now actually have to do a thing.
Okay. And I do not have the long range disadvantage, but because I have sharpshooter.
Because Arendir is a badass.
Yes.
pretty good at the whole bow thing.
It's kind of his shtick. What did you roll?
I thought it was a bow.
21 to hit.
That just hits.
Okay.
High or low?
Oh shit.
Hi.
You don't really get that much higher than that. You watch as this motes of fire sort of swirl around this gloved hand and shoot outwards as your arrow kind of swirls over it, and they two almost do a dragon dance around each other. And your arrow finds purchase, and you watch as this hooded figure's head snaps back, but the spell still goes off. And you watch as the clouds above Arjun Kinsir swirl and open up, as one by one meteors drop from the sky right on top of Arjun Kinsir.
Oh my god, no!
No!
And you watch in horror as it pummels his wings, ripping holes through the webbing. And you watch as he screams in pain and starts to dive down, losing altitude and air before you watch as he desperately tries to pull himself up but can't, and he hits the ground hard, and there's this boom that you all feel in your chest as the ground sunders as he creates this giant groove in the earth and stone and comes to a stop standing still. And you turn and look back as the figure's head comes up, the hood knocked off. You see a half-ruined, rotted face of Lord Valara, an arrow through his eye. And you watch as he pulls out the arrow, his eyeball still on the shaft. And he snaps it in his hand and tosses it aside. And you watch as the hollow of his eye, a light blue mote of light starts to glow inside of it.
Oh shit.
and you watch as he turns and walks away back into the castle.
Oh shit.
Can I shoot a firebolt at him? Is he more than 120 feet away?
Yeah, he's just out of. He would just be out of range there.
What about Jenkins?
Jenkins, from where he fell, yeah, he's a good couple 100 feet away.
Do I think he's dead?
Yeah, he's not moving. You don't know if he's dead or if he's just unconscious, but he looks.
If I look over at the wall, how are Connor and Talmar doing? Have Rael and Professor and Alex gotten there yet?
Yeah,
Where are we?
you guys have caught up by now for
Okay.
sure. You all watched this from your vantage point.
Yeah.
Connor and Talmar. Connor has maybe gone through about 100 skeletons.
Jesus.
Talmar's gone through about 85.
Ah, there we go.
So how close are we to getting into the castle from this wall?
From the wall, if you follow it where you're at now, you're fairly close to getting into the western edge of the castle. There doesn't seem to be there's some doesn't seem to be doors, but there are windows high enough. And with being able to fly, you all should be able to hit at least one of the outer walls and get in through there.
Irondeer would definitely have called out over the earrings also, to where Valara entered the castle, because we were about, like, we could see above.
Yeah.
Like, I would direct everyone to where he went in.
Okay, so I'm gonna get to that point. I'm gonna hold that door, essentially. So I'm gonna clear everything that gets to that point, so everyone, because I know everyone's gonna want to check on Jenkins real quick. So
Well, if somemene's going to go do that, I'm going to come and help with this guy.
I was going,
actually
yeah.
Going with you, Connor.
okay.
Alright.
'Cause, like, I mean, because out of game at this point, if I'm raging, I can't die. So
I'm gonna go with Rael to check on our Jenkins. Is that where you're going, Rael? Who's going to our Jenkins here?
Rael is.
I was.
I will go with you.
Yeah. If
I'm
if
following
he's not
for
moving
backup.
after he hits the ground, I'm gonna change directions and go that way.
But yeah, I'm not letting you two alone, so I'm following.
We'll be with you shortly, everyone. If we're in range.
Okay, you are in range. So who's going to go check on our Jenkins here? It's Professor Rael, Alex,
Yeah, it's the flying crew.
the flying crew.
The flying wing. Yeah, it's the wing. The flying wing of the.
I
had a joke for it.
The Dawn Wing goes.
Yes.
Ooh, nice.
Brilliant.
Goes to check on our Jenkins here. The rest of you guys start literally cutting through skeletons, using the Normandy to get up on the castle wall.
Yeah.
Okay, so Corin and Arendir, you sort of zoom down to where Connor and Talmar are just destroying and wrecking face of skeletons, and you know, you watch as Connor brings down his maul over his head, straight down on the skeleton, turning it into dust.
Yeah.
Only counts as one.
I take out my bone sword and say, "And I helped."
You guys sort of jump on and head up to the wall to hold it, while the rest of you sort of quickly fly out. It seems our Jenkins Sears fall has managed to clear out quite a bit of demons, and unfortunately some friendly casualties as well. It does seem, unfortunately, some Talrenians have been caught underneath his falling body, but not too much. It seems he, as he was falling, tried to control enough to take out demons, but managed to take out an entire regiment of demons. So you come to his body, and he is absolutely giant as a dragon. And you sort of head up, and there are scales missing, blood just running from his sides. One wing is just almost completely demolished, punctured through with the meteor swarm. And he is... his head is kind of cocked at a weird angle.
I'm gonna land by
Running from his maw.
his face and like put my hands on his face and in Draconic. Just be like, "Oh, Jenkins here. Are you alive?"
There's just blood just gushing from his maw, and you watch as he opens his mouth, and there is this gurgle as just more blood just rushes from his head. He tries to lift his head and just falls back down.
You fought well, my old friend. You fought well. Rest now.
I mean,
I don't think there's much we can do, Rael.
I can. I just... It would take me another level spell to do it.
You hear a deep rumbling voice just sort of come up with a mix of blood, of don't. You watch as he kind of starts to push himself up.
No.
And you go do what you are meant to do.
He's
I
right.
have a job to finish.
You also have a family. Us. As well.
All things come to an end, my dear.
He's right. It's better to go out in the way that you
Doesn't-
want to go out.
Doesn't mean I like it.
Doesn't mean you have to, my dear. He pushes himself up. I choose how I go, and I choose to take them with me. Go, be the light you've destined to be. Save this world for my children and for yours.
Have you seen your son?
Checking on the wards, he is safe.
Okay.
Good. And I toss him I just pour 2 regular potions into his mouth. Little pick me up, old man. I have 8, so it's fine. It's not a lot.
He gently brings his head down and sort of, as soon as you finish pouring, presses his snout into your hand. And you feel this warmth, this sort of an old boulder that's been sitting out in the sun for quite some time. This gentle, radiant warmth. It's-
Us old folks go out on our own terms.
Me too.
The young ones don't have a say. I give him 2 pats on the snout. I'm saying this all in Draconic, whispering it to him.
He nods and he pushes himself up. It takes a moment. He falls back down before pushing himself up. His wings are mostly ruined, and he looks at you all and says, I am so proud of what you all have done. And I am so glad we have crossed paths. Bring the dawn. Push back the night. Forge this new age in radiant fire.
Can I cast Fly on him? Will that help him?
Cool.
Will that help him?
Cool.
Because I could regain that spell slot really quickly.
Hashtag pro strats.
I cast Fly on the dragon.
You cast Fly on the Dragon, and you watch as he sort of levitates, and it's almost heartbreaking because you can watch as he's slowly trying to beat his broken wings. They're not really moving as much anymore, but he doesn't seem to care. You watch as his eyes just sort of focus on the castle to where you can see the demons and the undead are trying to start to hold a line out, and you watch as his sort of muzzle sort of breaks into this almost vicious grin.
There's an ancient book written by JBV. Go out with a blaze of glory, my old friend. A blaze of glory.
He kind of nods, and you watch as he lets this roar out. It sort of rattles your chest, and there's almost this exhilaration that sort of runs through you as you hear this. And you watch as he uses your fly spell to rush forth, and as he goes to hit these demons, you hear him bellow out in Draconic for the Dawn's graces. And you watch as there's this explosion of fire and this gold radiant light and just sort of the explosion. And you on the wall can see the broken form of our Jenkinseer just go and take out all of these demons and all of this undead, and the sort of castle walls rattle and shake. You guys sort of catch your balance as you look down and see the final flight of our Jenkinseer as he does one last job to give you guys.
Oh man!
Tell me that was his last job before he was coming out of retirement.
And
Shit.
your the
This is Duncan all over again.
the dragon who tried to trick you with the beholder, who gave you Talmar's shield, who has done his best the entire time to buy you all the strength and time you need to defeat the demons, to defeat the darkness, lies dead. And you guys start to follow to where you can see Talmar and Corin and Connor and Arendir just on the wall readying. Connor, you're nearest to the door. You feel this cold air just seeping right underneath.
Underneath me?
Yeah, from the very bottom of the door, there's a smidge. You can feel this cold air just sort of trickling through.
Alright, so is everyone there?
Yep, everyone's
Yep.
there.
I'm gonna rush forward. I'm gonna kick that door off its fucking hinges.
Do you want to just roll it to see?
Why not?
Because I find it fun.
That is a 35?
You not only you kick down the door, and it doesn't splinter or fracture. What you do is you manage to take and destroy the door frame, and you've cracked the stone around it, but the door is now kind of surfing down the stairs.
I jump on it and ride it down the stairs.
I was legit thinking Arendir Legolas this shit.
Okay,
I only
roll-
said that just for Legolas, but I'll actually do it, because why not?
roll acrobatics.
Oh, Metal Die, you've betrayed me. Well,
Oh no.
that's a 6. I mean, I would roll a 5, but that's a 16. Total.
Yeah, you ride it down until it sort of hits an extended landing. It kind of peters to a stop, but you are now a little bit ahead of the party, and you can see that the stairs sort of curl down one more level, and this entire sort of stairwell feels icy, icy cold, which is very familiar to you. The feeling you're getting, this sort of ice cold claws down your spine that sort of try to wrap into your gut. It's the same feeling you got when you were in Frostspire in Lord Valara's Keep.
So I bail off the door into a roll, and then come out with an arrow drawn, because of course. But then when nothing's there, I just earring. I was gonna say radio back to everybody. I say through the earring that it's more stairs. That was less awesome than I thought it was gonna be. But don't worry, it looks really cool. I'll just wait at the landing for everyone else to come down.
Okay, so you wait as one by one everybody starts to join you as you guys sort of walk down the stairs. You all sort of getting this feeling reminiscent of when you went into Frostspire. The holy people in this party, you don't even need to use your divine senses. There is the fetid taste of undeath and evil here, and it just fills your nose with the sickly sweet, rotting scent that's just awful in here, and it is so cold and dark.
I guess it's not worth it to cast Pest Without a Trace, right? Everyone.
I doubt it. They know, like, as soon as that
Yeah.
happened, he knew we were going to come directly gunning for him.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they
Still
heard
don't
it.
think this is a good idea.
Nothing we're doing right now is ever a good idea.
True. All
I'm
right.
just gonna rip draw my sword and just wordlessly walk down this.
Yeah, I go second behind Talmar.
Okay. So it's
I
Talmar.
sigh and follow Arendir.
I'll take the rear.
Okay, roll 20 just borked on me.
So we have.
Holy fuck. I guess
Yeah,
I'll
we can
go
do the
somewhere
lineup.
in the middle.
I don't have a token.
Yeah, you do.
Why don't you have a token?
Because he wasn't here this game.
That was on the board for
Oh,
last game.
that's right.
I don't have.
Your token is there. You...
Okay, roll 20 any goddamn day now.
Roll 20. Roll 20, why are you doing this to me?
Going down in a blaze of glory.
Alright, this is dumb.
Damn it, Dustin. That's another song I'm gonna have to put on my playlist now.
We should...
There we go.
Snicket, you need to make an Ark Jenkins here playlist. I just want all the salty music.
Oh,
At least
man.
he wasn't living on a prayer wall.
Or, you know, living on the edge.
I'd be an asshole and put Another One Bites the Dust.
Oh.
I expect no less.
Okay, I gotta relaunch my page again because fucking roll 20.
So you guys start to head down. You all hear another boom of either magic or an automaton exploding as the battle outside rages on as you guys go further and further into the castle. It finally bottoms out into what seems to be a small room. There seems to be a door, and then there's two doors. As you hit the landing, there's one to your right and there's one in front of you.
To the door in front of us, door to the right.
Well,
I'm whispering those two things as we're walking.
it's most
This is a
assuredly
bad
true.
idea.
Valara won't come out in the open. The only way we're going to get him is to go to him. There's no way he hasn't not prepared for us. Yes, it's most certainly a trap. I don't know any other way to deal with him.
I don't
He's
care
a
if it's
snake
trap
in the
he
ground.
dies Today.
Either that or he will escape. I mean, I don't like this any more than you do,
Yeah, I think we
Cora.
might be able to try and prevent that this time.
I'm going to prevent what? Sorry, I wasn't paying.
Him escaping.
Oh, yeah. I was reading a spell. Sorry. Hopefully we could end this with him. And I cast Locate Creature. On Valara. Or he's the person I'm trying to locate.
So you're trying to locate Lord Valara. He is down about another 60 to 120 feet.
Oh,
Shit.
I say that he's below us still, another 100 feet or so.
how thick were the floors here?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, god damn it, why did I... Oh,
What happened?
I dropped one of my neat dice.
No.
Oh, I found it, I found it, I found it.
Don't touch, please.
I didn't drop anything that would hurt anybody other than me, so it's all good.
That works.
That's actually a good roll.
The floors here seem to be pretty thick. If you're thinking about breaching the floors, it's going to take quite a bit of force in order to do them.
So
No,
maybe
I think we're
both of
just
us,
thinking
huh?
of how many floors he's down.
Oh, no, I was
leading
totally-
to that.
I was totally thinking.
Yeah, Connor was totally thinking about breaking the floor.
Yeah.
I was totally thinking
Oh,
about
alright.
smashing through the floors.
Maybe we could both do it, Connor.
I'm gonna
The
cast.
stone?
I'm gonna cast
Isn't
Crown
the
of
stone?
Stars when Aradir says how close he is. So now I have star-like motes lighting up above my head.
Yes,
Is that ours?
Yep.
Until lovely. Yep. I was looking at that one today.
You, from what you've known of how this works, you feel like he's another 2 floors below you at least. Which, consider, I'm not gonna make you guys roll for this because fuck this noise. As you guys know, that puts him below where you guys had originally come into the castle the first time.
Hmm.
Which means you do know from your maps and stuff that that's generally where the family crypts are.
That makes sense.
Of course, he needs fuel.
Oh,
Where else are you gonna find bodies?
that's
Or, just in the top east floor.
I just pat Alex on the shoulder.
Oh my god, Kyle!
I pat Aaron Deer back on the shoulder.
You know what? Fuck it. You get any inspiration for that
Yes.
reference. Are you gonna tell the class?
Huh? Oh, I called him a Giovanni corpse fucker.
Because
Nice.
that's
Oh,
a
nice.
masquerade reference. So, yeah, you guys
Sorry.
feel like you're gonna have to go down into the crypt, which would definitely remove you all from being able to interfere with anything going on in the army.
Ugh.
Which we haven't been able to get a hold of anyone. So at this point, it's either they're
This is what I'm saying. I think we need to go back and figure out what's happening with them, and then come up with a plan for Valara.
well, honestly, at this point, we can't affect the army is a massive moving thing at this point. Like,
I
don't
think we
know how
may
much
have
we
to
can really
trust
do.
them to do what they're here to do.
And what's more, killing Valara will make the undead, hopefully make the undead headless and unable to formulate strategy, and should be just a matter of mopping up afterwards, much like the demons were being hit by a Dremelech. Besides, Valara
Is-
dies this day.
Is he a lich yet? Does he
Yeah.
have a phylactery that we need to hunt down?
Do we even know about phylacteries? Like what I know, Snicket? Because I know that we didn't have very many resources about liches.
Yeah, Belle would have told you what to look out for.
Okay.
Of essentially, if he is a lich, this is what you need to focus on. This is what works. This is what doesn't work. Because she is possibly one of the only people that knows how to fight a lich. Because, I mean, she is a lich, so she's kind of like trusting you guys not to come back and murder her, but you're friends. And you need to know this, so. What you guys doing? Are you pushing down to the crypts? Are you going to go back out to see if you can get a hold of anybody?
I say
Uh,
crypts.
I say we go down.
Yeah, I agree.
We're already in here.
We know where he is.
And he knows that we know where he is. This is a terrible idea.
If we can defeat him, we might be able to save what's left of the army.
And
I don't
aren't
think-
most of our ideas terrible ideas?
Not necessarily a
Usually.
basis to keep making terrible ideas.
Well,
Do we really think we can surprise him at a later date?
Oh,
In time?
You
I
find a
could
note
have
of-
prepared more. I could have prepared a recall
I'm
spell.
gonna very loudly. Oh, I'm gonna pull it out.
Let them finish.
Okay, sorry.
Does it stay? I mean, I don't know how the word of recall thing, but like now that you've designated
I have to recast it to designate an area, but it has to be
okay.
it has to be a holy place.
mm,
well, because so like even though we've used that word and into it,
Well, I didn't hear what you
Yeah.
said. Sorry, Mike's skipping in and out for me.
yeah.
Hmm.
And also with like,
I guess maybe. I guess it doesn't say that you have to recast it. You and any creatures that teleport with you appear in the nearest unoccupied space to the spot you designated when you prepared your sanctuary spell. You must designate a sanctuary by casting a spell within a location such as a temple,
I have a duration.
dedicated to or strongly linked to your deity. If you attempt to cast a spell in this manner in an area that, so. But I don't know if that means I feel like that means I have to cast the spell again after I've already used it once.
I think the only issue with Word of Recall now is that we're 7, not 6. So we can't. One person's going to get left.
That's okay.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
It's up to Snicket then. But everybody seems to want to go down, so
What's
That's-
up to me?
if I can use that previously designated sanctuary or if I'd have to recast it in the sanctuary again,
No,
since I already used it once.
no. Since you've already designated a sanctuary, you can use it. Because fuck that. That's. I mean, you designated as your prepared sanctuary. So
Alright.
unless you go to make another sanctuary, that's going to be where you recall to.
Okay. Sounds
So
good to
we
me.
could possibly get 6 out.
The professor is also trepidatious. Like, he's in slight agreement with Corin.
I think we're
We
outvoted.
can stop. No, if you guys want us to stop, we can stop.
It's
I
just
think Aaron Deer needs to voice an opinion still.
we went in with the Dremelech. She knew we were there. We were coming. And Erendir died. I mean, at this point, how much surprise can we get? We have an army standing. They're going to be prepared for us either way, but the traps that he has set could...
It's
Yeah.
true. Do you think maybe we can flush him out instead?
He's not going to move.
I don't think he can hide forever. If we keep pushing and we keep taking everything, he'll eventually have to come out with his army and fight us. I don't
He-
think
or
we
he'll
have
run
to fight on
away.
his terms. I honestly think that it's more important that we take on Demoriel and stop her from the seal, even if Valara gets away for now.
I don't think Valara leaves without. But I don't think he abandons this. If Demoriel allowed him or gave him the power or showed him the way or whatever to become a lich, I think he's indebted to it. If we go after Demoriel, he shows up.
At the very least, afraid of her. Enough?
I think we do. I vote we do this now.
All right. I cast divine protection on the professor.
Okay. You cast
Okay,
one
so we're doing this.
Nice.
What's that do again?
Gives you 15 temporary hit points.
That's right. That's right. 15. Ooh, look at that.
I just really don't want to go up against, trying to do all that we need to do, and then this asshole shows up.
But he also did this to make us angry to come down to him.
And it worked. And I draw an arrow.
I cast protection from good and evil on Arender.
Alright.
Nice.
And not to get a little meta and stuff like that, for Adrenaline, we were also down me, so.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Oh,
Like,
we-
literally,
we
like, as we're
noticed.
fighting, I'm like, oh my
We
god, I wish
noticed.
Connor was here. We need a puncher.
Yeah, so I mean,
Will we have you next week, Charles?
Yeah, at this point, I really don't care. I mean, because I know we're gonna get into combat tonight, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I also have gate, so I guess I have 2 escape plans.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
gate goes to a different plane of existence, so.
I'm also okay with you guys leaving me behind.
You may be, but I'm not.
Yeah.
No. I'm so fucking absolutely not. We all go down there, we all come out.
No, I'm sorry. That's not how that works for me.
No.
If I looks like I'm gonna die, I have people that I need to be there for. I'm sorry.
Connor and I can handle ourselves.
I'm not going to leave Alan alive for today. If anyone does not go, it will be me. I
But
will
hopefully
succeed.
that won't come to that.
No.
All right.
Nice.
And away we go.
Alright, you guys start to head down and down. The door in front of you opens up to what seems to be a long staircase going into the dark, and as you head down, your footfall echoing off the rather narrow walls and ceiling, you get to the bottom where you see a very, very heavy wooden door, plain save for the handles, which are stylized skulls with rings of bronze held in their teeth. As you guys sort of realize that there is writing above it in the which you can assume generally means here there be lots of dead people, yo. It's kind of spooky. Watch your step. There's
Professor.
skeletons in here.
Professor, can you check this door?
Oh, yes. Already, like, right there.
All right.
I was gonna say I will help, but holy fuck, I don't think you need it. Fuck.
Where do you get that additional +5?
She let me take the Arcanist feat?
That's
Is
why
that in the
you give it proficiency or expertise.
Yeah,
That's
it gives me
fucking-
expertise in Arcana checks.
That's the reason why Connor has 17 in athletics, because he took the athletics feat.
Good lord.
Is that a thing? Is that in Xanathar's?
No, it's a
It's UA.
UA.
You did this, Nick. You did this. You are Blizzard.
I work for Blizzard. Yeah, that's me. You've wondered why things are broken. That'd be me.
Working as intended.
Symmetra, my fault completely. My hate was been a cover the entire time. So you guys, I was watching Chris play with the.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
As am I.
So you guys, Professor, you reach out and there is necromancy everywhere.
I just gag a little. Yeah.
You look like Talmar usually does when he does that thing.
This is a door.
What I do now?
There doesn't seem to be any sort of trap laid on the door. There's no trap beyond the door that you can sense, no abjuration, nothing. There is just this sort of permeating magic of necromancy as if it has been done over and over and over and over again. But this whole entire place is just the necromancy's come almost embedded in the stone.
Whoops. I tweeted that picture of the double nat 20s, but the stuff just above it is showing.
Expect another 10.
So as you sort of reach out to tentatively touch the door, Professor, it is freezing cold to the touch.
What the fuck? Sorry. Yeah, well, he's behind here. Not trapped, everyone. Just lots of necromancy happening. Pretty much permeated the place. So don't die!
I just step out of the way and gesture at the door with Connor.
Okay, Connor's going.
Wait, I have a thing for this. I take out a piece of chalk and I just put an X. And I stand back.
All right. So Connor.
Wait, with that nat 20, could I have known where a weak point of the door is? Maybe I just here.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
That's a 28.
Fuck it
Yeah.
up.
You kick the door, and not only do you kick the door, you manage to break the jaws of the iron skulls on the door, and you watch as the bronze rings sort of hit the ground, and start to roll away. And as you do so, the doors swing wide. These are heavy, thick doors. They're maybe about a good 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick. And you just they just hit the wall with a resounding crash, and you watch as they sort of splinter and fracture under your boot. The skulls on the doors now look completely fucked up. They're gonna have to really just replace the whole thing. And before you is this double wide corridor. You can see sort of alcoves in the wall itself where you can see where bodies are supposed to have been laid. And it goes down about a good... It disappears in the darkness about 60 feet out, and all of you can see this. There are no bodies anywhere in this crypt.
Good.
Well, that's not a surprise. Great.
Well, that's where he got his army.
Do I have Death Ward?
You do.
Oh, good.
I was just like, yeah, no, punk.
Just a sticky note with Death Ward. Let's stick it somewhere.
Yeah, you two have Death Ward again because that shit is good.
I still have Locate Creature out. I mean, not that I think it really matters at this point, but...
God damn it, 20.
He is about 80, 85 feet ahead of you.
I'm almost tempted to Divine Sense.
What are you doing?
I said I'm almost tempted to Divine Sense.
Oh, you can if you want. Go ahead.
I'm not in range.
God.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm not in range.
Okay.
My retinas seared like Judah sticks.
Oh God, my eyes.
I'm tempted to try to wanted this shit and just shoot arrow using Locate Creature as a guide, since it just goes off into darkness and I can't see down there. but I suspect there's probably a wall between us. So maybe not.
I could light up your arrow as you shoot it, though.
Eh. We'll just send the Telrenian in front,
Okay.
Sounds good.
and I slap Connor on the ass. That usually works for horses. Sorry.
So if there's no, Connor's gonna starting out like a jog, and he's gonna end up at a full sprint before he hits the next door.
I'm gonna follow.
So you start jogging.
Mm.
You get halfway through the corridor and
Yeah,
you
trap.
Just run into a pit trap. That'd be amazing.
It would kind of be amazing.
God.
It's the fucking pit trap from the Death House.
Oh my God.
No.
You don't actually find a trap. Instead, as you start jogging forward, preparing to kick down a door, you manage to watch as, everything starts to come into focus. The closer and closer you get, you realize that in front of you there's no door, but it opens up into a wider room.
Well, fuck, there goes my entire idea.
You can't really see anything beyond the sort of opening that leads into the room at the moment, but yeah, you see there is absolutely no door.
Okay.
He's in here?
Housekeeping!
We're gonna be quiet about this, or we just want to barge in there?
I mean, we've already been pretty loud as it is.
As we're sprinting down the hallway.
Me and Connor were just running, and I'm in heavy weight, so I'm pretty sure I was loud.
Yeah, alright.
Plus, I have a crown of stars on my head that's like spilling out like really bright light.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna start humming then and pull my sword. So that starts glowing.
Okay.
Once we get to the door, I bust out my wings.
Alright, I'll walk out to the opening and see what's...
Oh. That was really weird. My audio went fucking wonky for a second. So you guys start to jog up, and as the room beyond gets closer and closer to focus, you realize this is an absolutely huge chamber. There seem to be, in a circle, these large stone sarcophaguses. And in the center there seems to be one that sort of is on a raised dais. And as you look in, you all hear whispers all around you. As you go to turn to look to see where it's coming from, you don't see anything. But you watch as you sort of all come towards the opening. You see Valara standing in the very center of the room. His sort of holding a staff and almost rhythmically tapping it. And you watch as what's left of his lips pull into this almost rictus of a grinning skull. And that's where we're leaving off for the night. Because the DM is
Exhausted.
yeah, I'm kind of brain dead, and there's no way
His
to-
eye's still missing.
Oh, his eye. He has one human eye and one mode of light. And you watch as he grins. You watch as some of the flesh in the corner of his mouth start to tear wider.
Gross.
So yeah, next week we will we'll see what
We're
happens.
We're gonna die.
Fuck that shit.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't dying.
Liches, man. That's what me and you were built to kill, Corin.
That's what I was meant to kill.
That's what I was born.
You know, I have Wall of
That's what I
Light
was
now, so
chosen
that
for.
Wall of Light can be our bunker. Plus, it's evocation, so you guys could be like immune from it. So you could pass through Wall of Light without getting hurt.
Oh,
It
Jesus.
blocks line of sight. And I can shoot rays of light from it.
I
Alright.
can finally
That's
start
cool.
being a great weapon master.
I totally did take Dawn, by the way.
Good. Which, by the way, in case you missed it, spells for Xanathars are on the table. If there's anything class-wise, please see me after class.
I don't think anyone should change classes at this point.
No.
Like
Miss
archetype.
Harding, Miss Harding, I want to talk about your
Even
values.
archetype.
Okay.
We're almost
possibly not
done.
tonight, but not tonight, but definitely let me know.
I would like to become a paladin, please. No, I'm just kidding.
I would like to change Connor to a bard, but keep his current stats.
Oh my